Zach. We begin tonight in Broome County, where over 100 students and faculty at Binghamton University joined together on Saturday in celebration. The reason, the 60th birthday of a historic institution. 12 News' Brian Melanson joins us in studio to tell us more about National Trio Day. Brian?
Thanks, Kyle. On the outside, TRIO is an organization that helps students from disadvantaged backgrounds succeed in college. To those who benefit from the program, though, it is a home away from home, a place to foster community as they navigate all the aspects of collegiate life. On Sunday, students, faculty, and local politicians gathered to reflect on what TRIO means to those it helps most. In 1964, the Upward Bound program, the first federally funded TRIO program, was established to aid students from disadvantaged backgrounds and lower socioeconomic status.
From first-generation low-income students to world-changing leaders.
60 years later, TRIO is a staple of the Binghamton University community. Binghamton students spent the day celebrating all that TRIO has helped them accomplish.
When I came in as a first year, I had no idea what to expect in higher education or just how to navigate finances, but TRIO has definitely given me the resources and just the information I need to go out throughout my journey, through my courses or just filling out tuition.
The organization funds programs to help first-generation college students navigate any struggles they may face in higher education. Those involved tell 12 News that they have found community within TRIO.
Since my first year here, the biggest thing is about community, and that would make or break your college experience. And TRIO provided me with that experience, with the family experience, with the help I needed, and the support I needed away from home. It was basically a home away from home.
Politicians from the Southern Tier joined the celebration to reassert their commitment to programs like TRIO.
We are determined as a state to continue fully funding, I want to make that very clear, programs like TRIO, despite what may happen federally.
I don't make promises that I can't keep in this job. I promise you this. When it comes to supporting programs like TRIO and supporting all of you, I've got your back.
Much of the rest of Saturday was spent with students sharing their own personal testimonials. The students spoke on how TRIO has helped them grow not only as students, but as young adults looking to find their place in the world. Nationally, TRIO currently serves more than 880,000 students from middle school through college. Those who I spoke to said they would not be where they are today without it. Reporting live in studio, Brian Melanson, 12 News.